what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Happy Friday to you, and welcome in to another edition of Your Show. We got to be getting really close to 300. I'm just realizing that right now. I said that a lot. I also said this a lot. I'm your host, Gary, still here, hanging out. And this is still, as far as we know, the only show originating out of Saskatoon, going live from 4 to 5 p.m. And we're so thankful and grateful to have you here with us as we continue to do all this cool stuff that we get to do, including this right here. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to operate this one. Might need a Margaret Wrangler. We're going to see what happens. We got our Wrangler crawling over now. This is working good. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Perfect. Look at that. What a good pup. Look at the smile. He's a happy puppy. You a happy puppy? You a good girl? Yes, she is. That's the Maggie Cam. For our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, they are your pet's natural grocer. When you head on over to Pet Planet on 8th Street, you will be greeted by Margaret's beautiful boyfriend, Leroy. Now, they're both greeting dogs, and that's how they met, and it's a beautiful romance. Then Leroy walks up to the till, just like that, and you say hi to Mike and or Rochelle. And they will guide you through the greatest shopping experience of your life. I'm really enjoying this movie. The mobile cam's always fun. You're a great cameraman over there. Oh, it's going to go for a dig now. Let her in. Get down there. Yeah. Whether you're looking for the greatest cleaning station on planet Earth, they have it there. It's right beside all the fridges in the back full of all the raw food. If you want to switch your animal's diet, they got toys, they got treats, they got outfits, they got medicines, they got everything. Cages, beds, whatever. It's all there. That's the point of this story, is they have you covered. If they don't have it, they will special order it just for you, okay? Which is very, very cool. So all of that and so much more. They're open after hours and on weekends, thanks to Kirsten and Chris. This place is the best. I say it all the time. We're all about helping out good people, and they do it right back to us. So those are the type of people we want around here. Really, really good human beings. So thank you again to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, and we'll be going there probably again next week to say hi, and we are going to shoot a cleaning video. I was talking to Rochelle. I talked to Brooksy. We're going to get another Adventures with Maggie going, and she's going to the spa. Marge, you want to go to the spa? Yeah? Perfect. Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Whew. Okay. Fridays around here are a lot of fun. So much fun, in fact. Oh, so much fun, in fact, that we actually named this episode the Friday Fun Table. And it's the Friday Fun Table because we have fun people, and we have fun while hanging out at this table. Not just a clever name. Basically is what that's all about. So without further ado, it is time to bring in our hosts for the day. One half of the Commander Cookout podcast, one half of the Past Our Bedtime podcast, and one half that's going to run out here shortly of the Viewing Room. All incredible shows here on the network.
Oh,
That was close. That was close. Before we introduce them, I got a lovely message here. Man, we've had a lot of messages lately. Boontis! Happy birthday to the pregnant yak himself, one of our favorite human beings on earth, the mighty Boontis in Calgary, celebrating with some drinky poos, I believe, already. So we put a reminder in the phone to make sure. Happy birthday to you. We'll see you later on the Twitch stream tonight as Uncle Brando and I and our buddy Ben get back into Final Fantasy VI, and we will continue to celebrate your amazing birthday. Are you going to run out here after the switch, bro? Okay, here we go. Give it up now for Uncle Brando, Cora, and Dragon! Yay! Keep holding until he gets out. Keep holding. Come on now. There he is. He's in party mode. All right, I like Party Dragon.
Shit.
Party Dragon's my guy. Friday. We're here. We made it.
We did.
How's everyone doing?
Great.
Very well. Good.
I want more. Give me better.
I'm physically present in this
Not
time and
bad.
place.
Not bad. That's what we say when we're not doing good.
I'm having an amazing week.
Now we're talking. What was? Tell me about your week.
I got to go roller skating every day this week. Well, except for today, but I've gone 5 days in a row.
Get up on that mic, girl.
You
Yeah.
put it away.
I know it was in the shot. It's all good.
I convinced a friend to come out with me, so that was good.
Did you fall?
I did not fall that day,
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
but I've been.
Why is that a boo?
Well,
I
she
wanna-
fell, but I
okay.
mean it was her first time, so that's to be expected. But I did fall on Monday, scraped up my knee a little bit. But like that's just part of the process.
That's blading life, bro.
Yeah,
I guess skating life.
I tried to jump over a gravel section. It was my fault. I'm trying to do tricks.
I love that. I think that's great.
And
Are we going to talk about this chair being so low? Do
No.
you want it up a little bit?
No, I want it
I
down.
feel like we're talking down to you. I don't like that.
That's okay. I like sitting low.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yeah. No, that's
And
fair.
then my dog's not going to die.
Hooray! Puppy
So my
life.
dog has been really sick, and so we took him to the vet last week, and the doctor's like, he has an enlarged heart. Hopefully this medication will help. And he's just like coughing all the time and wheezing. He even like coughs in his sleep. So I had to take him back today, and so I've been like planning his like celebration
Stop
of life.
it. No.
I was like, Gary, I might not have to come. I might not be able to come in. My dog might die today. Anyway, so I told my boss, I was like, I need the afternoon off. I might have to go put my dog down. So
Ugh.
we get there, and he takes some X-rays, and he's only got pneumonia. So he's not gonna die.
Here. Let's hear it for
Yes.
pneumonia.
So that's great.
That's awesome.
And
very happy to hear that.
Tomorrow's Craig's mom's son's birthday.
Oh, a little party.
Yep.
This is good.
So excited to see
So you're going to be at that? You're going to be hanging out with Craig's mom?
Craig's mom.
Oh, boy.
One of my favorites.
I was
Sounds like
invited to
trouble.
that.
You want to go to Craig's mom's kid's birthday, bro?
I mean,
You
I
would
guess
fit right in.
I'd probably be fine.
Yeah, you would.
See?
Be chaos.
Yeah, pure chaos.
Pure
I
chaos.
have to go to a wedding tomorrow.
Not
Not have to.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thanks. I appreciate that. It was a very last-minute invitation to the wedding.
Oh, they had extra seats to like fill it.
Do you feel obligated to go?
That was my idea. I was like, listen, here,
Yeah.
I'm coming to your wedding.
Okay.
Fuck you about it. And then he told me where it was, and then just show up after 8. That's kind of when people can start showing up, like after dinner and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So I'm going to go. We're going to play an open flippy dot drinky with a pack of cards that cost me $85.
There he is.
And it's going to be a great time.
One
So,
pack?
One pack. 15 cards.
Is that normal?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
They're way more.
That is abnormal and should not be
So why was it
repeated
so
ever.
much? Why was it so much?
Because Final Fantasy has a distinct markup because it's very popular and people want it.
Mhm.
And when they saw on the pre-orders that they could gouge so deep and people would still pay it, they just kept doing that.
Mm.
Interesting.
And
And-
then a lot of it was inflated because of the tariffs. No politics, no religion.
Mhm.
But of course, when something costs you 20% more to get into the store, it costs you 20% more to
So
purchase
sick
at the
of
store.
hearing that word.
And you guys are
Tariffs, man.
playing
Get out of here.
Final Fantasy tonight, right?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
When will this game end? I feel like you guys have
Never.
been playing it for.
We've put in
6
over
weeks.
10 hours now.
I'm willing to bet that on the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media,
I got you, dog.
we will probably be able to get the game finished in maybe 2 or 3 more sittings.
Oh,
I think if we make really good time, I think we can do it. It depends who's in charge of the buttons.
Not me.
Yep.
And,
Not
You're not good?
me. Oh, no. It's way too hard now.
Not
Things
good.
escalated very
it's way
quickly.
too hard now. I
I'm
just
not
spit.
joking. It's legit. That's the exact problem that we have is that I cannot execute the moves that are needed to proceed.
Oh,
So for our lovely associates watching with us and playing with us, it's sort of a disservice to watch us do the same thing over and over again, as in me dying and not being able to hit a blitz. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a real issue.
To
Yeah.
be fair, you haven't been wiped out yet.
Close.
Right?
Very
Sure.
close.
Hey, look,
very, very close.
close is not death.
Also true.
Yeah.
One might say close is a part of the game.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not close to death, are you really living?
Ooh,
ooh.
getting
You're
deep.
afraid of
Those
death,
sounds
you're
like
afraid of
that,
life.
That sounds like some
Ooh.
shit we're gonna get into there a little
that's
bit.
what we're talking about.
We'll give you an air horn for that one. That is. And you want to pump up the Twitch?
Oh, I do.
Come on, keep going. Keep going. It's moving. I can see it. And lift off.
Ah, there you go, man. I'm getting
Good
really
job.
good at that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that very much.
What do you think the longest you could go doing that for is?
Well, eventually I'd have to breathe instead of making the sound effect, and then I would probably have to.
I feel like that would be a great sort of practice for getting on one of those train trolleys where you got to go up and down like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You probably go far.
Do those things still exist?
Probably
Is someone
not.
just burning out?
No, that's
That's
the
the
wind.
wind.
Oh. Would have been way
Yeah.
better for
This
that.
being a live show and all, this wind that's all around us in Saskatoon, yeah, it's here too.
Weird.
And it's blowing around.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Dragon,
Hi.
how the hell are you, bro?
I'm very good.
That was a mix
Very
of buddy
busy.
and bro. Bro.
No, I'm very good. Thank you very
That's
much.
it?
No, it's fantastic. Life
What are
is
you,
great. Can't
Elvising
complain.
over there? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mo.
we talked a lot about Elvis last week. That was pretty cool.
No, yeah, I'm just living life, loving every day, and
Sweet.
appreciating being
What a
busy.
positive
'cause-
influence you are around here.
I've been led to believe that you have developed a new appreciation for frozen vegetable lunches.
Ooh.
Any truth to that?
Sure. Yeah,
Plot
yeah, for
thickens.
sure.
I couldn't believe it.
Uh,
Like anybody. If I'm doing a frozen lunch, the last thing I'm getting is fish.
Right?
Like I'm going.
I agree.
I'm going pizza pops, pizza pockets, Hungry Man's, Swanson's. Like I've done them all, and I love them. I lived
Crave.
off Michelinas at like 4 for $1 for like a year.
Yeah.
I got really good at gourmeting those bitches too. Get them cooked up and then put them in like a big plate and mix it in and give a little cheese on top. That was really
Gourmet.
good. Really
Shit.
good. Gourmet.
Gourmet.
Gourmet
they
and
call it.
hard.
Yeah.
Like that.
So you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
You look great.
Thank
you do
you.
look great.
We're filming a short film tomorrow. We won the Reefer grant, so that's cool.
You won the
And-
Reefer grant?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was.
Like-
Tell me about it.
reefers.
What's it about?
It's called Beginner's Luck. It's a chess film, basically, about like a guy who's playing chess for his first time, and his buddy's kind of teaching him, and essentially it's like shenanigans as they go through, and
Where does the reefer come in?
the Reefa.
Oh, right.
Basically,
I also,
it's
also
a
thought you said
it's
that.
it's like a film grant from the Regina Film Festival, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Regina Film
Interesting.
Festival Association.
So
That is cool.
yeah,
Reefa.
it's also gonna go to camera
Congratulations.
tomorrow, and
Very
it's gonna
pumped for
be
you
gonna be a great time.
as your
So,
film career continues to blossom.
thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you the chess beginner or the chess nerd?
Well, I'm assistant directing, but I actually have been learning chess for this film,
Get out of here.
and we had rehearsal on Wednesday night, and that was my first time ever playing a match against a real person because Duolingo has like chess on the phone.
Yeah.
So I've been learning on my phone how to play chess, and then I played my first match against Peter, our lead actor, and yeah, it was great.
How'd you do?
So, the first one I got checkmated in about 5 moves,
Mhm.
and then the next game was actually like I want to say like a 10-minute game, and he still beat me, but like I actually got some pieces, which was pretty cool.
There you
So
go.
like I
Climbing the
sacrificed my
ladder.
queen in a dumb way though, right? So
Yeah.
I'm still learning, but
That's
it's
cool.
been great.
I'm playing Magic on my phone just so I can kick Gary's ass when we play. That's all I gotta do is just beat Gary.
And I'm osmosising all the info I get from Commander Cookout as we will record here in about an hour again. Getting very excited.
Be a good time.
Cool.
We'll see
Do
what
you
works
actually
better.
learn stuff?
No,
Okay.
my brain stopped. What's it called? I guess containing information years ago.
Yeah.
When I was
Years.
12, it happened to me.
Yeah, it's- like I always laugh.
When he got his driver's license.
We were here earlier, and these boys, the two hosts of the viewing room, LB and Dragon, both of them had to ask me to climb up onto the second set to get the curtain down because they physically aren't able, and they're freaking 19 and 20 years old.
To be fair-
No, they had a reason.
To be
What
fair,
was it?
I do
If they
it.
get hurt, they can go on workers' comp.
To be fair, I do it when you're like asleep in the room in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Adam to do it because he was sitting on the chair and I didn't want to pull up the other thing.
All right.
And I didn't want Cora to see me with my ass crack out standing on a chair.
I've seen worse.
He's just,
I've
he's
seen
just
way
being a
worse.
gentleman. That's what that is.
Yeah, it is.
Very gentlemanly of you.
Yeah, that is very kind of him. I've seen worse.
Of course you have, but you don't want to see it here. You know, like
This is a safe space.
those
Yeah.
are- yeah, those are
And
bedroom
that is
moves.
not a safe place.
That's what I do whenever I'm lonely. I call Dragon over. I'm like, hey, buddy, can you come here and help rearrange my closet for me? And then I just watch him butt out.
This is why we don't have HR here. That's insane.
I'm just saying,
That's real
you're-
crazy.
you're an attractive fella.
He is
You're
HR.
I'm gonna save this episode for the court case.
He's an attractive fella. That's what I'm saying. We all should be so lucky to have a handyman like Dragon that can come over and do some good work for us.
Some good plumber's crack. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
As a guy who knows plumbers.
Good one.
Never
Math
underestimate
intro.
that move. Uncle Brando!
Hello.
We've made it to another Friday, friend. How you doing?
Oh man, it's been a long week. Lots going on. That doesn't really warrant talking about on the show because it's not exciting to anybody.
You
but
brought
me.
Tahiti treat.
Yeah, I brought Tahiti treat today
So
instead
good.
of beer. We're gonna try something new where I don't get drunk on a Friday. So this is
Interesting.
gonna be new for me. I'm really excited to do that.
Hell yeah.
What else happened to me this week? Mostly it. Yeah, I got accidentally. Let me hit you guys with
Here we
this.
go.
So I went out to play some Magic with the boys last night. Went to the Whiskey Barrel, great place on 8th Street here in Saskatoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 3 beers and a shot of Fireball.
Ooh.
In between the hours of 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So 4 drinks, 5 hours. With food. With food. And obviously I didn't drive home because that's not how you do things. And so my buddy Ben, who we're going to play
Love
out
Ben.
with on the,
Shout
on
out
the
to
Twitch today,
Ben.
drove my truck to his place,
An angel.
and then I walked home from there because it's 2 blocks from his
Super
place to
easy.
mine.
Okay.
And I remember very distinctly walking home. I remember getting to my house and taking out my keys and opening the door. I remember Ursula coming to meet me at the front door. And then it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just passed out on my couch with zero memory of like anything.
How big were
That's
the drinks?
crazy.
How big were the drinks?
Pints.
3 pints and a shot of. Ooh,
Big
Fireball.
Ben drugged you.
Like,
Mm.
right? Like, that's a.
Hold on. We might be onto something. Maybe, do you have a rival in the Magic cards community?
No.
There's someone who'd be out for you?
Yeah, maybe.
Someone that you just brash taunted the shit out of? They're
Good
like, I hate
question.
that Uncle Brando. He's always brash taunting me, bro.
Good question.
Yes.
So then
Yes, but
they got you back.
maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
you had for 3 pints, 1 shot of Fireball, and a special drink that got thrown in without knowing.
Yeah, maybe.
You should start investing because that is weird.
Like, that's very
is
strange.
weird.
Yeah,
Right?
I've
Like-
seen you drink a lot more
Oh,
than
yeah.
3 pints.
Yeah.
And be able to function quite well.
Yeah, and I was like, out.
Yeah. Is that why we're drinking Tahiti treat today?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
Okay.
that is why we're drinking Tahiti here today. I'm not going to have that happen and then go in the next day and be like, you know what I'm going to do? Tempt fate. That's what I'm going to do.
I don't know. I
No
think
chance.
I think you should do it again and then like retrace your steps while you're drunk.
Well, I have to bring somebody with me then.
Yeah.
But wear a body cam or something so you can like
Yep.
a diary. Like
Oh, yeah.
I will
Right.
tell you, the brain works in interesting ways. Like I remember I would get a bunch of painkillers and I would crush them and then I would get sick for 3 days, puking and pooping myself. And I'm like, man, that's weird. I got a flu right when I finished these painkillers. Then I get more painkillers and I'm like, oh, this is the best. No pain. I'm feeling good. And then I get sick for 3 days again, pooping and puking. I'm like, what is happening? What's wrong with me? And then it took the 3rd time to realize, oh, that's right. Painkillers are narcotics. Oh, and when you come off narcotics, it's just like in the movies. You're seeing
Yeah.
babies hanging from the ceiling, you're blood, and it's just a horrible time.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm saying this just that you know, go with your gut instinct. At first, the brain doesn't want you to admit that there's an issue with what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
So retracing your steps could be not the best road to go down.
well, I mainly said that for
Yeah, of
comedy.
course. No, I know.
I fully. Let me just get it out there. If you are
1000%.
struggling or a
Yes.
loved one with addiction, don't
Yeah.
retrace your steps.
Yeah.
If you can't remember what happened.
Thank you.
See
That's it.
someone professionally
That's right.
and maybe crush some energy drinks instead
There
or
it is.
something.
Find
or
something
water.
different.
Mother Nature.
Mother
Red Bull.
Nature's water. But if sometimes
Or
substituting with something can
If you're
help.
looking to get off painkillers, weed butter was the savior in that scenario. So
Oh.
there's always options out there,
Good to
and you can get straightened out.
Did
I'm
you
straightened out a couple times. I'm pretty proud of that.
Did you call water nature's Gatorade?
I called water Mother Nature's Red Bull.
Water is the best drink in my
It
opinion.
really is. Yeah, it gives you energy. It
I think-
gives you life.
Can I tell you something? I have my metal water bottle, right?
Uh-oh.
And if I could marry it, I probably would, right? Like, I put like a whole ice cube tray in it.
Yeah.
So like it's so freezing cold, like so frigid. I'd put the tap on and maybe I waste a little bit of water because I make sure it's like ultra super mega cold.
I
The
love
environment
this
doesn't
story.
like that.
And I
Yeah.
put it in, it goes, right? It fills up the top. Screw on the lid, right?
It makes the noise too.
It's a great-
So good every time. And the ice, if I do that at like 9 o'clock
Yeah.
and whatever, I go to bed at like 10:30. wake up in the morning at 7 and it's still full of ice
Cold.
because it's metal, and you just like take a swig and muy bueno. It's so good. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm looking at
Amen.
Brando this whole time, and he is disgusted with your water story.
You know, we got this new fridge, and the water that comes out of this fridge is like the
getting very
best
angry.
water
That's
in
awesome.
all of Canada. And every time somebody comes over, I'm like, you gotta try this water.
reverse osmosis.
Oh.
I have no idea what that even means, but it sounds cool.
It means your water is osmos.
It just means it's like
Yeah,
oxygenated in a way,
There it
right?
is.
I have
Okay,
no idea.
let's hear it. What's your issue with water?
Yeah.
I have never once in my life, ever, not once, ever, been invited over to somebody's house and be like, bro, you gotta try this water. Not only is it water that's the same water you have at your house, but boy howdy, does it ever have an
It's
ice
not the
cube in
same.
it.
It's
But
not
have
the
you
same.
seen it?
Time.
It's not
Have
the
you
same.
seen it come out of the door of a fridge?
Yes, of course I have. I've seen it fall from the sky.
Like
It's
today.
just water.
You gotta come over, Brando. You gotta
I
try
think-
the water.
Here's the thing. This is what I think of every time I drink water, right?
Boy, why was
This gets deep. Maybe it's not that deep.
I should add some Kool-Aid to
Maybe
this.
it's deep. It's deep. Okay. Every time you drink water, right? Not only like naturally is it like so good for you, and like
Yes.
your body just has a good reaction because it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
like I do in fact need this to survive, right?
Yep.
But it's like, hey, I in my house can turn my tap on, go. I don't have to boil my water. I don't have to do
Yeah, we're
anything.
lucky.
I get clean, cold water in a blink of an eye. I can cook with it. I can clean with it. I can wipe my ass with it if I want.
Wow.
I can do
Bidets.
anything I want with it. And there's a large group of people, even in Canada, who don't have that. So it's something that every time you take a sip of water, hey,
true.
just think about that. Like, at least we get like clean water.
I will say this.
Amen.
Amen.
When they brought in like the water coming out of the fridge and the ice cubes coming out of the fridge way back when I was living on Dufferin, my brother there now, 25, right down the block, it was being a plumbing family. We got in early on these new systems. So Dad, first time all hooked up, he goes, son,
Sorry.
Don't, sorry.
son, take a look at these ice cubes. What do you see? And I'm like, they look pretty clear, Dad. He goes, right. This is the future. Like so proud of these clear ice cubes because you didn't have clear ice cubes before.
Right. Well, you
It
know,
was crazy.
scientifically, if you freeze hot water,
He's not wrong.
the ice cubes come out clear. And if you freeze cold water, the ice cubes come out cloudy.
But if you have reverse osmosis super water, it's
Mhm.
going to be clear no matter what. That was the point. So we moved into that clear ice cube phase very early in my life.
That's cool.
One of the many, many, many incredibly privileged things I was a part of growing up in a successful family. So, you know, you take that for granted real quick. Then people will come over and they'd be like, and this is going to full circle, this is the best water I've ever had.
Come on.
Our
Oh,
It
come
happens
on.
then.
Guys, you gotta
But
come
that's
over.
because everyone's drinking out of an old dirty tap, and then you come over to our place and you got this purified, super clear, 1,000% best water you can get. It stands out.
our fridge,
Nowadays, not so much.
our fridge is 13 years old.
Nice.
And like it's hanging on by a thread.
a long
like at this
time
point in its
for
life, like
fridges
it makes sense.
nowadays.
In the middle of the night, you hear.
Mine
Right.
shuts off in
Right.
the middle of the night. It's like 40 years old.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm with
yeah.
ya.
It's like I've had enough. Gary.
Yeah, it legit does. I have to unplug it and plug it back in.
Okay, I'm never eating milk here
I have an
again.
extra
That's-
fridge.
You guys,
Maybe
well,
you
you guys
should take it.
wonder.
We-
You wonder why that fridge is always so empty. That's because it doesn't really hold up for most things.
We've never had like an ice dispensing or water dispensing fridge, right? So I've never had that experience, but like
So sweet.
my tap water works like wonders.
Welcome to Water Talk with the Friday Fun Table. Hanging out, having a great time. We almost done half a show already. We haven't even got into the host duties.
It's okay. This one's really easy and fast. So
Okay.
it's
Well,
a good
maybe
thing that we
I'll
killed time.
maybe I will get a live read in.
Yeah.
Hey, sounds like fun. Are you guys gonna sing with me?
To Mobley Orente?
Not too Mobley, but Mobley definitely deserves to be sung. Oh, you're gonna go hit the switch. Look at this guy go.
Yeah, man. Buddy's on top.
This is it.
That's why we pay him the big bucks.
The guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get pre-approved before you shop. The housing market's heating up and homes are selling fast. If you're serious about buying, getting pre-approved isn't just smart, it's essential, bro. Essential. Mobley Orente with TMG The Mortgage Group will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers. With access to multiple lenders, he'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and stress-free. Oh, just saying those words feels so good. Stress-free. Ooh, that's like a Friday vibe to it. I'm like dreaming about that now. Don't lose out on your dream home. Get pre-approved today. Mobley Rente. Mortgages made simple. Give them a call or text them anytime. 306-370-5804. That's our main man, Mobley. Love that. Love the libraries. Thank you, Dragon. Great, what's it called? Transitioning, I guess? Being on the ball.
Good button pushes.
Good
is what
job.
those are. That's what
Hell
that is.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we got an email here, as you can see. Still, has everyone just sort of accepted the size of this? Because I remember when we first got this little graphic, people were like, I don't know, it might be a little big. Are we okay with it?
Great.
This is all aimed at Dragon right now. This is
Great.
the sign all over again on the on the
Blocks
website.
people's faces sometimes.
Yeah.
For a
and
second.
That frustrates me. So
Yeah.
Oh.
I
See?
requested that we shrink it, but
If it wasn't
I
so
stopped.
low.
I
The
stopped. I
filmographer.
stopped complaining about it when people said they were fine having their faces blocked on the live stream. So I was like, all right. I guess whatever.
Your film school showing again, bro.
yeah. I was like, I guess
Reel
whatever.
it
Yeah.
If you have any events, any charities, any movements, any businesses that could use the voice of Saskatoon, that's what we are now. That's what I'm learning, hey? Like, people come to us. They tell us things. They say, hey, can we get a quick plug on this? Like, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. Just send us an email. Super easy to do. We even got a song that we all like to sing along to most of the time. Sometimes we'll get some guys that don't want to sing, and that's okay too.
Who doesn't want to sing?
Well, the words are hard to remember.
I need the names and addresses of those people.
We'll go off air on
The
that
words
one.
that are on the screen.
Yeah. No, sorry, the lyrics to said song.
But they're on the screen.
The lyrics?
The lyrics are not.
Yeah, what are you guys talking about?
Contact at dufferinav.com.
Yeah.
Now what?
That
Duff
is
guy?
the email. This is the theme song.
That's not on the screen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I guess.
Thank you. That's all.
Is
Just the
that
little
it?
things.
Like now we don't get to sing the song.
No, we're going to do it.
We got to do
On
it.
3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Contact at
dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song.
Yeah.
Ooh, God, that was good. You guys.
You do
Very
that
well
every
done.
show?
Yeah.
I don't watch every show. I only watch the ones I want to watch.
Whoa,
Hey.
fake fan, fake fan.
I'll tell you, I was talking to some buddies who were over here the other night, and both of them were like, yeah, you know, I watch here and there, but I really want to watch more. And I said directly to them, I personally will never ask or tell anyone to do anything. You do whatever the hell you want. I know how good this network is. I know how incredibly amazing these shows are. So they do it for us. We don't have to ask you to do nothing. If you don't want to watch, don't watch.
But I
That's
will.
it.
Please subscribe.
No.
Oh, sorry. What?
We did say early on, I will be the only one who never says those stupid words because,
What
God,
words?
do I ever just flip out of channels when I'm watching something really good. I could be like so into it. Like, this is the best video ever. Then about 5 minutes in, oh, by the way, don't forget to blah, 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 hit this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, see you later. I was going to. I was right there. And then
I
you
think-
told me to do it, and now
Do
I'm
we
out.
all do it on our shows?
Probably.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure I'm the only
At
one.
the
who-
end, I say to go visit our Instagram if you want to
We
leave a
do too.
suggestion.
Yeah, see?
Like,
Hate that. If I am so in your show that I'm motivated to do that, I'm going to do it. I don't need you to tell me to do
no, but if I tell you what the Instagram is,
I'll
doesn't
find
that
it.
help you find
No,
it?
I'll find it. If I actually care about what you're doing, I will go out of my way to support you.
I think people care, but I think if you make it easy for them, they
This
tend
is
to
the
care a little
conversation we
bit-
had like
they
day
tend to be a
one
little
of
bit-
this
care a
argument.
bit
Was
more.
this
It's
exact
still
thing.
happening.
You have to
300
tell people where to
episodes
go. Or we could just give them our email and say, hey, holler at your boys. We're going to send it. You guys ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
On 3, going right through Brando's face. 1, 2, 3. Look out, Brando! Got him. That was perfect,
It
dude.
was perfect.
Oh,
All them years training paying off.
chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Right.
Add into the list. We also got our website, dufferinav.com. Perfectly sized street sign right there for your enjoyment. Very easy to navigate. That's what I told Royal Anders. I said, make it so I can navigate it. Streamlined. Beautiful. Love it. Check that out as well. Gonna give this a little wave. 1, 2, 3. Well done.
Beat it.
We already did the Twitch, but my God, it is the Hansel of Twitch streams right now. So hot. From Zoolander.
See, isn't this like telling people to like and subscribe though?
No, not at all. This is promoting what we're doing.
Yeah.
You'll notice I'm not saying any of those words. I'm saying this is where you can find us. Big difference. I'm not asking anything from anyone. Tell us about the Twitch stream.
Oh boy, I mean, I feel like I already did, but we
Again, do it again. If we're not going to ask people or beg them to do stuff, we better tell them about
better
why
tell
we're
them why
good.
we should.
That's
So
right.
we are doing a Gary's first playthrough of Final Fantasy VI over there right now. On Monday, you and Wendy are going to play some Mario Golf 64, I
so
believe.
fun. So
And you're
fun.
going to demolish
Just
her.
destroyed her. It was great.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
You're
welcome.
Last Tuesday, we finished up Super Ninja Boy.
Yeah, what a
Like,
journey that was,
Accidentally
hey?
beat the game.
The most
I was there.
Yeah, like one of
the
the
most
least.
anticlimactic finishes in the history of a grind. That
Yeah.
game was a
I
grind.
think you
Oh,
said
yeah.
this guy isn't a big boss, and then
Yep.
it just ended, and you guys were like,
Very upset.
Oh, yeah,
Very
that
upsetting.
was not what I was expecting. But that's not what we're going to get out of Final Fantasy VI, which
Hold
we
on.
will get through
Yep.
soon.
Keep going. I got you.
On to
What
next
is it?
Tuesday, we're going to start Shining Force 3, Episode 1.
I'm playing this song right now.
Oh,
Very cool.
which is going to be really, really cool. We're excited for that.
Shining Force 3. Join the party.
We don't see a ton of Sega Saturn streams going on, so we're going
You
to
got
hopefully fill that niche. We're going to do that for everybody. And we got the official Japanese release with a fan translation on it, so we can do all 3 episodes if people are into it.
Amazing.
that's cool.
So
Hell
lots
yeah.
going on over there. Check it out. We got lots to play. And if you have any game suggestions, drop them to contact@duffernave.com.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't praise you and Phenom enough. Once you guys really took over this thing, that was what we needed to give it the push. Because I don't know what I'm doing with anything. So I'm like, yeah, I got this Twitch stream. We're going to play. It's like, I don't know how to promote it. I don't know how to get out there. All of a sudden, you show up and Phenom gets in, and it's like, okay, now we have people actually running this stream. And within like 2 weeks, it's like tripled everything that we were doing before. So
That's awesome.
be very proud.
Thank you.
I'm going to get Cora to lift this one up because you already
No,
pumped it
oh
once.
no.
You're there, you're there.
Can never do this.
You got this.
You're there.
I
Come on,
believe in you.
dude.
I believe in you, Cora. I believe in you.
Oh, keep going. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, ready? On
Yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
pretty
better.
good.
That's
Hell
what
yeah.
I did.
Mm.
Woo!
That makes me very happy.
That makes
Today
me
is a-
happy.
Today's a good day.
Today
Alright.
is a good day. No dead dogs. Got the
Jeez.
Twitch thing figured
got
out.
Meg.
That was the bare. That was the bare minimum.
Did you see Maggie when she said that? She popped her head like, what are you talking about, dead dog, girl?
When you were telling that story, I'm
Love
like,
you.
oh my god, the dog's in the freezer next to the cat.
I was like, I
Oh
don't
my
have
God.
room in
Say
the
that.
freezer.
So my dog Finnegan, he's
Why
the
are you whispering?
cutest
We can't
soul
hear
in
you.
the whole world.
There you go.
I'm talking real close.
I love
It's fine.
Finny.
Okay. What he does when he wants to go with you, I want the world to see Sparkling Ice. I need them to see it. It's so good.
do it.
They need to see how good it is.
That's fair.
The Sparkling Ice Starburst flavor that you
Fair.
get from Costco is so good, and they should sponsor us.
We are supposed to drink from cups. Anyways, tell me about Finnegan.
Anyways, so Finnegan, much like Sparkling Ice soda from Costco, so he grabs your arm, he wags his tail, and grabs your arm and pulls you in whenever he wants to come, and he looks at you with his eyes, and his ears fall
So
back,
cute.
and he wags his tail, and then he keeps jumping up and scratching, and then he'll keep pulling you down when he wants to go with you. And anyways,
Aw.
it's just he did that to me when I was leaving today. And
See?
it puts you in a
Puppies,
good
man.
mood right before you leave.
Yeah,
Freaking love puppies.
I love
So
animals
sweet. Yes,
and water.
we don't deserve them. Or the good water. All right, what do we got today on the Friday Fun Table?
This one's fairly easy. It's
Okay.
25 questions, true or false. So you guys can come together as a team, maybe, or you go around the table and answer them, or whatever. And then I actually have the answer. Don't come at me.
Oh, I feel like we're going to learn some things today. This is
Yeah.
exciting. I'm very excited. I
Uh,
love
I
to
agree.
things.
And they could be correct or incorrect.
Oh,
It's
they'll
the
be
internet.
correct.
Okay.
Okay.
The internet's never wrong about anything. Haven't you ever been on the internet?
Yeah. Number 1, bananas are berries.
Oh, gross.
I think that's true.
That's got to be true, just because it's so dumb.
I think I heard that was
What?
true.
They
I'm
grow on
with
they
you.
grow on trees though.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Botanically, bananas qualify as berries, while strawberries do not.
That's what I'm talking about. The internet's so stupid.
Seeds are on the inside is what
So
makes it
stupid.
That's what makes it a berry, right?
I think so.
Berries have fruit or seed on the inside.
And see, that gets into
Oh,
tomatoes.
are
now,
strawberries
all
on
that
the
stuff.
outside?
Yeah. All those berries.
There's no seeds on the inside of a strawberry, is there?
They're all on the outside.
Outside.
Now you're getting
Yeah,
it.
I think that's
The
how that
internet's
works.
so stupid.
Dumb. It's like, yeah, tomatoes are fruit. Yeah, good luck pushing that one. Does anyone on earth think tomatoes are fruit?
Yes,
I
because
do
it is.
because it told me.
Because it, yeah, factually it is.
Don't
yeah.
believe the internet.
All
I
right.
call it a vegetable too.
Yeah, because it is.
Like if I ordered a cheeseburger with no vegetables on it,
Mhm.
and then some smart ass cook sends me a
You didn't
freaking
say
tomato
no fruit.
slice on my burger,
No,
I
you
would,
didn't say no fruit.
I'm gonna go to and I'm gonna politely say to him, "Look, I understand that you're memeing on me right now, but, and then I would pour
Yeah.
the food into the garbage. Please make it again.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hold on, you could just take it off yourself.
No, because they're memeing on me.
Yeah, they started it. What he's saying.
Wait, wouldn't that be
Okay.
wasteful?
Yeah, big time.
Yep.
But a lesson would be learned, so we got your option. I will say this: how many people do you know that put tomatoes in their fruit smoothies?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
It's not a fruit, man. Stop trying to push it as
That'd
a
be
fruit. It's
gross.
not. It's
Well, they
stupid.
do that
But
like
tomato
in
juice.
breakfast ones. Like they put like
There's
even
tomato
avocados and shit,
juice.
Like
There's tomato juice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, this is a dumb
Okay,
conversation. Next
number
question.
2.
Next question.
Humans only use 10% of their brains.
True.
False.
True.
Wait for it. How
I'm-
did you know this already? Were you peeking?
It's true. I watched the movie with Scarlett Johansson where she does like the weird medicine and it turns into her genius. And she unlocks more percentage capacity. I mean, unless we're doing technical and it's like, oh, we actually only use 8% of our brain, but no, like it's true.
I
We're
thought it
going
was
deep.
less than 10, but I'm going to say false too.
Yeah, false that shit.
False.
Yeah.
Brain scans show
Suck it,
that
Scarlett
we
Johansson's.
we use almost all the parts of our brain, even
Never
when
mind.
resting. Number 3, goldfish have a
mind,
3-second
I'm wrong.
memory.
Oh, that's true.
True.
1,000%.
True.
There's
was
been
long.
many instances where people do voiceovers for fish, and it's like, oh, look, there's someone over there. Oh,
True.
look, there's someone over there.
I'm
Please
going
just
oh, look,
tell me
there's
it's
someone over
true.
there.
I'm going
It's
to say
gotta be true.
false to buck the trend.
False. They can remember
Oh,
things for
wow.
months.
I'm
Not too sure who.
I'm terrible
come
at
up
this.
with
How do
the
they
answer
know
to
that?
this. How do they know this?
That's 3 now that I'm telling you the internet is wrong. This is so stupid.
Do you want me to?
No,
Wait.
no, it's not you. It's not you. It's the internet. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we know that. We made
I'm
that
really,
very
I'm really
clear
bad at this.
day
I've
one.
gotten every single one wrong. Like,
Okay.
I'm really bad.
But that should let you know how dumb the internet is.
I just want to
Number
know that
4.
I am winning this trivia. just so that we know.
Octopuses have 3 hearts.
I was gonna say they have 3 stomachs, but I'm gonna say true.
False.
I think that is also true.
True.
Ah, yes!
2 pumps blood to the gills and 1 to the rest of the body.
And then they have like 8
Yeah.
brains or something, right? Like each
Oh,
tentacle has its
yeah.
own like brain
Get
appendage.
out of
Like
here. What was the name of your octopus that you made
Oh,
friends with in
that would have
Vancouver?
been
Brando.
Brando.
Yeah, Brando the octopus.
We
lives
learned
in the
a lot.
Vancouver Aquarium.
I
That's
was
awesome.
like, I'm really happy that he was here because I was going to ask him the same question about the octopus in the name. But,
I've ruined it for you. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's okay.
I just had a nice flashback.
The
there.
Great Wall of China is visible from space.
Yes, that's so true. It's 1,000,000 times true. Maybe a
I
billion.
mean, okay, but what type? Like what?
How far is
Yeah, like
The bigger question is, there really space?
like is it
space? Okay.
from the space station? This is misleading. Like this is misleading
There we
because
go.
like, how far are we talking? Like space? Because upper atmosphere, sure, I believe that you can see it, but you know what I mean?
Low Earth orbit outside of the atmosphere.
Sure.
To make things simple, yes.
I would
let's go
say
with
you
that.
can
Yes, you
probably
can. Of course
see
you
it.
can. It's a super true.
I'm
It's
gonna
1,000,000% true.
I'm gonna say false because I think it's a trick question.
This
False.
is-
It's,
false,
not
yeah.
easily visible to the naked eye from space.
But you can still see it, so that's stupid. Again, the internet's 0 for 4. That's so
Yeah,
dumb.
but you can see Jupiter with a telescope, but it's not
Yeah.
easily visible from Earth.
Yeah.
You can't just like.
Well, it is easily visible. You just get a telescope.
Yeah, but you need tools to do it. So I
It
think that's
doesn't
what
say,
it's
are we
saying.
going bare eye here, guys?
Well, it said it's. Sorry, I assumed that if it's difficult, then it means they had to do
Can you
something
not
to
see
find
Jupiter
It.
sometimes without
Sometimes.
a telescope?
Well, you can see
But
the
you can
star, but
see
you can't.
it.
You don't see like the planet. Like
details,
yeah.
yeah.
You need to use tools to get you there.
The only thing I'm learning so far is that the internet, again, sucks.
Okay, number 6.
Let's continue.
A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
Sure. I mean,
As a man who has played on a rec hockey team named the Neon Flamingos, I can tell you that is false.
I'm gonna say true because I have no information to disprove it.
I've done way too much information digging on flamingos.
Oh my goodness. Do
Where
I
you
go
going?
with Gary or do
Where
I
you
just
going?
go against Gary because that would be funny?
I'm probably wrong too. I'm like 90% sure I'm wrong.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
say,
I'm
I'm
gonna
say it's true.
I wanted
It's
to
true.
flex.
Yeah.
So you didn't do enough research on flamingos.
Yeah, but he's getting clapped up when I get back.
You know?
That's awesome.
Like literally full on research. And here's the real kicker. Our baseball team, the Rhinos, we looked very early to learn what a group of rhinos is called, and it is.
It's a crash, right? It's a crash of rhinos.
I think that might be true as well, but rhinoceri.
Oh.
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 I guess not that the plural term.
Oh,
Some
okay.
of these are
That's really
interesting.
different.
It's like what's that theory like where you think you remember something, but it just isn't factually true at
Oh,
all.
Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We're
kind of
getting
like that
Mandela's
because,
hard.
like I said in the Lucy movie, they go like Morgan Freeman
Going back
explains
to
how
Scarlett
we only
Johansson.
Yes, he
use
is.
God damn.
our 10% of our brain, and then she gets to 100%.
Oh, I remember that now that you say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So it's like a lot of these are all things that just like aren't necessarily true, but are like it becomes so popular. Like
The Mandela effect's
It's
real,
like
guys.
It
it's
is
like
real.
Luke, I am your father, being like, no, I am your father.
That's so dumb.
You know what I mean?
They change it on us without us knowing. Not to get too conspircy heavy here, but
I mean, I'm willing
Multiple
to bet that I just got it
universes.
wrong, and then
I just
someone
finished a book
secretly
about
changed a
the
Blu-ray on me.
switch it up real quick.
Yeah.
Scrub it.
Okay, number 7. Napoleon was extremely short.
No, not true at all. That's military propaganda. He was actually extremely average height for his age and stature and where he came from.
Interesting. I'm gonna go. You
I
sounded
learned
very
that in
confident
History
with that.
Yeah.
Oversimplified.
Remember that one time
on
when he
YouTube.
said how Houdini died and he was like dead set on it?
Yeah.
That's the same.
That was the
Energy.
vibe. Yeah. Ugh, I hate saying that
You
word.
said it.
Randall.
Oh, in the cartoons, he's always short, and cartoons wouldn't lie to me. so I'm
military
gonna say true.
propaganda.
False. He was average height for his time. For his
So word
for
for
his
word,
time.
what I said
So
is.
hold on.
Yeah.
Now, if we take this into
It's 5'6".
consideration, there's no way.
5'6" is pretty short.
That's
For
really
his
short.
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
for his
for their
time.
time, yeah.
That's the there we go.
But that's the whole thing. He was probably 4 foot. Because they're jacking it up because they want to make Mr. Bonaparte this big.
No, the
huge
whole
war
thing is
man.
how they made him super short as military propaganda to disparage him. Like,
But he was short. But not for his time. This is what I mean. The internet's stupid. Gotta hate it.
Number 8. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins.
yes, true. So sloths, I actually just put this in trivia night, like for like our last Bugsies.
Yeah, shout out to Bugsies.
Yeah,
We love
sloths
you,
can hold their
Bugsies.
breath for an hour underwater. Like those guys, they can sit underwater
Those
and
guys.
do nothing.
You know
Yes,
what?
it's true.
It doesn't surprise me in the least because they're so slow with everything. And we learn that holding your breath, the way you do it is by slowing down everything in your body.
They just naturally breathe once every hour,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
just normal.
It's
That's what I mean.
completely easy. Yeah.
So
Yes,
I'm with Dragon on this
fact.
one.
I'll go with Dragon on this one.
True.
Hey.
You know
They
what
can hold their breath up to 40 minutes.
What
Oh,
surprises
I said
me
an hour, but
the most
I mean,
about
yeah.
that is that dolphins can hold their breath for less than 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I know that they're not fish.
Yeah, but they're like
Sloths are
fish.
better than dolphins at swimming.
And only one of those things lives in the water all the time.
Yeah.
And one's just real lazy. And I love sloths. I can relate to a sloth so much.
I'm happy I finally got into a rhythm because I did not
Yeah,
do
you're not
the first
doing
6
great.
questions. I was like, oh, damn,
Sharks are mammals.
False.
true.
Oh, man. They gotta be, right? If whales are mammals, sharks gotta be mammals. But Shark Man over here says no, and I trust Shark Man, so I'm gonna say no.
I'll just say true just to
False. They're fish with cartilage, no bones.
Yeah.
be. Oh, cool. Yeah.
The only bone
Don't
in
their
a
teeth
shark
count
is
as
their
teeth? Yeah. I was gonna say.
Internet.
How can you
They
say?
could say
How can you
anything.
say?
They could be
How
like,
can you say no bones when our
Sharks
teeth are
only
factually
eat
bones?
people that have blood type OA or something. I'd be like,
Well,
I guess,
the
sure.
teeth are
This is so
textured.
stupid.
They're not made of bone. They're just made of not cartilage, so that's why they can, whatever it is, why they stay around after they die, right? The rest of them just rots and goes away, or something eats them probably.
Yeah.
That's usually how it works.
Number 10. Lightning never strikes in the same place twice.
Actually, lightning, funny fact, increases its chances striking the same place. Think of the Empire State Building, for example. On an average year, it's about 13 times it gets struck. Lightning, factually, is more likely to strike the same place twice than it is once.
But that's not a place. That's a thing.
No,
This
but-
could be a,
Ooh,
this
this
could be
Just in a general sense, with electromagnetism and stuff like that, it just
Sounded
that
like
makes sense.
That's why lightning rods exist.
In fact, there's a large majority, not a large majority, but many people have actually been struck by lightning twice, if not more. Like,
that's because once you're struck by lightning, you're more likely
tagged,
to be
yeah.
struck by lightning again.
so the answer to that is yes, lightning can, and way more than you would ever think in your life, strike the same place twice.
You sound like
So
Nikola
true or false?
Tesla over there.
So I'm saying it's true. If
Lightning never.
oh, sorry, false. Sorry, that would be really embarrassing to say the wrong word after I explained exactly how it worked. Yes,
We'd
false.
have to be real assholes to go against that speech, wouldn't we?
I'm gonna say true because I'm differentiating.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
like it.
differentiating
I like
I'm
it.
differentiating between places
I like
and
that.
things.
Yeah.
Like a lightning rod wouldn't work if you couldn't make lightning.
That's right. I
hit
just
it.
use that as an example.
Yeah.
But
But like, if a lightning hits somewhere, it probably won't hit there again.
I'm
And
gonna go
you're
with
right.
dragon. I'm gonna go with dragon.
False. It often does, especially tall structures like the Empire State Building.
Literally as example.
There we
I
go.
swear to God, I didn't go on the webpage. I had no idea till she unfolded that sheet what this was about.
He was cheating.
Yeah.
Very strange how much you know about all this garbage.
It's almost
I
like-
love
Well,
it.
sorry, I do trivia night every
Great.
month,
Yeah, no,
and
I get
so sometimes my mind is supposed to absorb
He
random
was
knowledge.
just complaining about not remembering
that's right.
anything before the show.
So this is what I mean. That's what I mean. I can't remember names. Someone tells me their name, cannot remember it for the longest time. Suck at it. But people can ask me like, oh, like, how many hearts does an octopus have? And I'll be like, yeah, on this ring, man. Like,
Yeah, you don't know that
stop.
shit? What's wrong with you?
Technically, I was the only one that knew that. So
We both said true on that one.
Okay, number 11. The Eiffel Tower can grow taller in the summer.
Yeah, the heat makes the metal expand, and it can grow up to like 3 or 4 inches. Actually, yeah,
that is true. Yes.
yeah.
It is true. It can grow up to 6
Sorry,
6
I'm a
inches.
loser.
I just don't understand how it's so quick for you. It's like the
Humans
second you hear it. Go
And
ahead.
dinosaurs lived at the same time.
Oh yeah,
Then again,
Humans and dinosaurs lived at the same time.
oh yeah.
What was that? 65 million BC, some shit like that?
Well, alligators are considered dinosaurs, are they not?
Oh, you're getting
Yeah,
dirty.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, that's differentiating between places and things because
course,
alligators and
true.
shark are technically dinosaurs, but like what you would think of as a dinosaur and humans did not live together at the
So you're
With-
saying false?
With every question we get.
Unless you
It's
say,
getting
oh,
dumber and
birds
dumber.
are dinosaurs, then
Yeah.
'cause that's
Common
not-
sense says no.
False. Dinosaurs were extinct about 65 million years
we go.
before humans appeared.
I
Gary!
literally nailed that.
You
Way to
nailed
go,
it.
Gary.
65.
Yeah.
That's right when Brando was born.
It's true. I would know.
Yes.
Well, it's not like that number's ever increased in your life. It's always been
Well,
65 million.
We will
years.
say this. I probably should have said true because Brando has had a dinosaur between his legs for years.
All right.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on. Air horn.
What if it wasn't working?
It'd
Anyways,
probably be more funny.
That would be probably
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined.
Oh yeah, for
That's-
sure.
That
True.
yeah. I think that is true as well.
I don't know if I trust you guys. You love water so freaking much. You'd say yes to anything water.
Well,
Yeah, I have a
didn't-
That's
don't.
true.
I
Okay,
just-
yeah, it's
This
gotta
is the
be
guy who
It is
discharged
true.
us on liking
Over
water.
60% of the world's natural lakes are in Canada.
For sure.
I think that's
Isn't that
pretty
why?
cool.
Isn't that why we're about to get taken over by the world? Because everyone wants our water.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it's because
Go
it
water.
smelled good when it rained here.
That too.
Peanuts are not nuts.
What? I have
You're the expert. Talk to us. He has a tree nut
What?
allergy. He can die
yes.
if he eats a
So
peanut.
actually, true.
Yes.
Peanuts are legumes. So yes, true. It is true. But
Hold on.
if you have a nut allergy, if you have a nut allergy, yes, I have a deadly nut allergy. I'm allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. Okay, so tree nuts are nuts. We're talking like almonds, cashews, pecans, walnuts, the whole 9 yards. But peanuts are in fact legumes. But I mean,
What the hell
when
is
you
a
say you have a
legume?
nut allergy? Peanuts are involved in it.
What's a
Peas,
legume?
beans.
I hate
Yeah.
that. My kids only eat peanut butter
Yeah,
sandwiches.
a
and-
legume is a bean.
It's like beans, string beans, peas.
True.
Like
I
Yeah.
think it's neat
They're
that a
beans.
peanut is technically a bean.
I'm just happy I learned that a legume is something from a dragoon. Dragoon with
I
a
was
legume
I was I
knowledge.
was going to call that false at first as someone with a nut allergy, but
Yeah.
yes, it is technically a legume. Yes.
It's not technically. It is. It's a fucking legume. Not technically anything. It's a legume. It's not a nut.
Let me just ask you this: why the hell does it have the name nut in the name?
Coconut isn't a nut, but they just call it that, right?
That's
Like
what I
it's
mean.
just-
Why are they calling them that? It's stupid.
Why is it called a grapefruit instead of having a real name? Why didn't they give that thing a name? Because they're hideous and disgusting. That's why. But
Mhm.
they still should have named it. They gave mosquitoes a name. Flies also didn't get a name.
That's just because scientists love naming shit.
Like, what does that thing do? I guess that annoying thing, rubbing its hands. Oh, we'll just call it a fly. What does
Yeah.
it do? It flies.
Okay.
We're going deep
number
here. We're going real deep. I feel like we're getting more of a
getting fired
view
up
of
today.
our.
Yeah.
I think we all kind of thought you were about to
Today
kill
on the
someone.
internet, yeah. It's all coming out.
The unicorn is the national animal for Scotland.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That is
Scotland
true.
and Wales. Oh yeah.
How do I argue with that?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's a mythical creature of the magical country.
And the thistle is their national flower. Because
Cool.
the only flower they like is one that can slice an Englishman's throat. That's
The moon is closer to Earth than the sun is.
Don't get me started on the moon, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on the moon. The moon's not even real, you guys.
Yeah.
The moon's just a big base.
but it's still closer to Earth than the sun is.
You said
Yeah,
that,
that's
and as you turned your head, you looked exactly like Forrest Gump in that running scene of the
He does
movie.
look like him.
That's
Yeah, smiley face on my shirt.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, of course the moon.
No,
is-
yes, the
Oh.
moon is not even real. It was put there, what, about 1,500 years ago, something like that.
Now, if we're gonna get technical, say the energy of the sun comes all the way to Earth and the moon doesn't. The moon is.
Is the
closer.
moon not the weirdest thing in the world, though? Like, are you guys not creeped out by the damn moon?
No.
No, I've never been creeped out by the moon.
It freaks me out so
Scientifically,
much.
it
Like,
makes
how the
sense.
heck? So we get eclipses from the moon, right?
Sure, with
Yeah.
the sun and the moon.
What do you think the odds are of the moon being in the exact position to line up to block out the sun?
Pretty scientifically 100% accurate because it's not like we're
Wait for it,
shifting
wait
and
for it,
flying
wait for
around
it.
in space. We have gravitational pull, like we're on
Yeah.
a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, take the moon and just put it in front of the sun every single time. You don't think it goes around? Like, if it's just floating out there willy nilly, you would think it'd be a lot harder for it to block out the sun.
Well, it's in an orbit.
Yeah.
It's in an orbit.
Yeah, no, we know that. But when you're placed
Do
into an
we?
orbit, this is just do a little research on the moon. It's the weirdest thing in the world.
Was
There's
it?
basically aliens
That's why also
in there.
solar
Wasn't
eclipses
Earth
don't
the
last
moon at
24
one point
hours.
and
They
it
last.
turned into Earth?
It's a 0.001% chance
Yeah.
that it could actually block out the sun ever, and yet it happens like 4 times a year.
Number 17.
Science.
You swallow 8 spiders a year
Oh yeah, that's
in your
true.
sleep.
I mean,
Gotta be.
there's no really factual way to average that out, but I know the internet will say yes.
I'm going to say it's not true.
I have about 1 million spiders in my basement that I keep around to eat all the other bugs. So I'm definitely eating spiders.
Yeah, so it's
You think
it's
they're
going to
good
be
for you?
true, but it's
No.
technically not. But
False. That's a myth. Spiders
You're
avoid
being-
humans.
Not in this house.
Tomatoes were once considered poisonous.
sure, yeah, I'm willing to believe that. Sure, true.
Probably. I don't even care. Tomatoes are dumb.
I mean, anything could have been.
This is a silly one.
I will say true because people are strange.
True. Europeans
Yeah.
thought that they were toxic in the 1700s.
For sure.
You imagine being so stupid that you think that tomatoes, the brilliantly colored berry on a fruit plant that's eaten by every
But-
animal anywhere, anytime, anywhere, ever. Yeah, that stuff's definitely
To be
toxic and
fair, though-
bad for me. But then they have a frickin' asparagus twig growing out of the dirt. And they think, look at this rough cut piece of wood
Get
growing
it
out
in
of the
me.
dirt with
Yes,
a little
sir.
seed in the top.
I
I'm
love
gonna roast
asparagus.
that son of a bitch and
Yeah.
put it on a steak.
To
so
be
good.
fair, though, these are the same people that had to use urine as mouthwash. So who are we to judge?
We
Did
are
they-
us.
Hold on. Did they have to?
They didn't have to.
Did
do
someone
that.
force them to do
Well,
that?
that's what they had to clean their teeth back then, because like the ammonia or whatever in urine was like actually like.
What the hell did you learn that one?
Trivia.
Trivia night? Is that another trivia special?
Yeah,
Like, I believe
it
you.
was.
I
It
do.
was.
That's
It
what I'm saying.
was.
It's
It
so
was
weird.
trivia. Yes. Yes.
That's such a weird
Yes.
thing.
There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way.
Come on.
What?
No way.
Oh,
Well,
that's a tough one.
It's all just a big painting in the firmament.
Okay.
Up there.
You know what? I'm gonna say
So,
true.
yes,
I'm
of
just
course
say
it's
true
true.
just to play ball.
Yeah.
I'll say false just to be at control.
Stars are fake.
True. Earth has 3 trillion trees, and the Milky Way has 1 to 4 billion stars.
Now,
Sure.
can we just take a step back here for 1 second?
That's so many trees.
Who is looking through a telescope counting every single star?
Probably science people.
Because you get you get to name something, and you get to like say you
True.
discovered a
Yes.
thing. And
That's
people
true.
love naming stuff and discovering shit.
And it's
Yes.
completely so utterly fascinating too.
like if
And-
you
Yeah.
found a fly with a pimple on its ass, and then you found a bunch of those same flies, you'd be like, "Yeah, this is my fly, and I'm discovering it."
Now,
man,"
do
right?
you
the Brando
think-
fly.
Yeah.
Do you think this is actually someone going out there and doing it and actually like? 'Cause I imagine you have to provide evidence, right? You'd have to show your work. You can't just say there's 1.5 trillion stars in the galaxy. Like you can't just say that. How do you prove that?
That's a
question.
good question. Who counted all the stars?
So there's
She's going to ask.
You guys continue. I'm gonna
you know like how you can make
I'm too
star
curious.
maps, like where you
Yeah.
put it in the sky and the stars will stay in the same position anyways, like
Mm-hmm.
using like say like the North Star as a base.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how you can map it out over time. I'm
Absolutely.
sure there's probably some math that goes
Okay,
into it.
this question.
She looks excited for this one. I'm pumped.
Humans share about 50% of their DNA with
True.
bananas.
With what?
Bananas.
You already said true, bro.
Oh,
So if you eat a banana, then
potassium.
you're
Sure,
basically
I'm willing to believe it. Potassium. Let's go.
you're a cannibal.
Let's
True.
go
You're a
potassium.
cannibal if
True.
you eat bananas, is what we're saying.
True.
right now.
It's weird, but many basic cell functions are shared.
Carbon, potassium makes sense to me. Vitamins.
Stupid.
I believe it.
Absolutely.
I'm
dumb.
willing to believe it. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know that
should we
when you
keep
eat a
going?
banana, you're eating a half a human? Like, think
Whoa.
about how stupid that sounds.
That's why it tastes so good.
Oh, easy. Uncle Brando, what do you got in the star count, buddy?
Oh, okay. So no one has ever individually counted the number of stars in the Milky Way because there's too many numbers.
There you go.
Astronomers use various methods to estimate the total number of stars in our galaxy.
Yes.
William Herschel and his sister Caroline did do early attempts to count them all, but with the shape and shifting and extent of how big it is, it's just not really.
So what I'm learning right now is that I could also go out there and say, I counted the stars, and they're wrong.
No,
It'd
but
be the exact same
here's,
effect.
here's the thing, though. If you look
It's
where like a
easy.
North Star is,
Yeah.
and like you map out certain points, like how we can always see like the Big Dipper,
Absolutely.
Little Dipper, and stuff like that.
Yep.
You can use math equations to like plot like various
Sure.
points.
Of
So
course
I
you can.
like I'm
My point is, I could do that too. So why the hell do we leave Herschel and whatever the Caroline? Why do we say
They
they're the
probably
ones?
because they were
sort of
brave enough to spend their
mathematical
lives counting
equation.
stars.
I can guarantee you they didn't count shit. And they just threw a number out there and was like, that's the number. Let's go.
Also, for the banana thing,
Yes.
there's only so many building blocks that the Earth has to make things.
100%.
Like everything's made out of what is it? I forget how
Carbon,
many things.
yeah.
I forget how many things are on the periodic table, but like
Also a lie.
That's
Always
100
lies.
elements. Yeah.
those are the things that
Silly.
things are made of. And if you change one thing to make one thing, you end up with something else.
100%.
And this is what
I
people
believe
call
Brando.
science. I don't. Science is stupid. Science is all just
Okay,
like,
we only
look at
got-
this,
we
look
got
at this.
4 more.
This is all official stuff. It's like, yeah, says who? Well, says I, because I'm a scientist. Oh, sweet, okay.
Well,
Let's
that's why we make a hypothesis.
That's
then
and again,
test
do
it
you
until
understand
whether it
any of
works or
those?
Doesn't.
Do you understand hypothesis? Do you
Yeah,
understand all
100%.
the mathematical
I get
equations
the
that
logic
bring
behind
this?
all of it. Yeah, because you have an idea, you
Mhm.
pursue that idea, and it's either right or wrong, and then you try
Okay.
the next thing.
And who is it right or wrong to?
The evidence, facts.
My point is, if
Not
I
opinion.
sit down with you, Greg, and I say,
For
all right,
sure.
here's the equation that brought up the amount of stars. Does this
Uh-huh.
make sense to you? You're telling me you would understand that.
Well, no, I would have to.
Exactly.
No, but this is the point.
You just proved
I
it
would.
right.
No, I would have to spend my time becoming an astronomer to learn those equations, right?
Exactly. Are you going to do that? Or are you just going to accept what they say?
Well, there's peers that judge other peers to make
Yeah,
sure that
of
it
course
is
there
true.
is. And guess what?
So it's not like just
And
one
those
person.
peers are always going to have each other's backs because they're scientists.
So
People need to
I'm-
listen to
Were
them.
you
So
just
I'm-
saying you're-
At this point in my life, I'm willing to believe that number of stars
Yeah.
because I'm not willing to pursue higher education to determine that equation.
That's my point.
And so yes, who am I to
I
say
would
it's
dare
wrong
I say
and bullshit?
99% of planet Earth is in your boat.
Because I don't have any evidence or education to prove them otherwise. So
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm just a naysayer. So I would, if I really want to disparage it, I would spend my time and energy. But the number of stars in the galaxy to me doesn't give me any significant amount of information
Now you're
that
getting it.
changes my life.
Now you're understanding. It's something no one cares about, so we just accept what one person said or two people.
This just doesn't affect me directly
Yeah.
because they're there no matter what.
I know, it just irks me that people can just say something is the way it is, and
I've
then
heard
everyone
that.
says, okay, that's the way it is.
Well, I don't have any
Question
evidence.
everything.
I don't
Question
have
it
any.
all.
I don't have any evidence to prove it or disprove it. So
Yeah.
why would I spend my time caring
Does
unless
that
I'm
make
going to
it
go
right?
into that?
Can we move on?
I just want to. I
Yes.
just want to finish right here. Does that make it right?
Sure. Yeah. I'm willing to.
Okay. A sneeze can travel up to 160 kilometers per hour.
Sure.
Nah, sneezes
It was
are fake.
specific enough. Sure.
These are fake.
Yeah, I don't believe in the scientific method of sneezing.
Sneezing doesn't exist.
Because I didn't research I didn't research sneezing, so scientists can't prove that it traveled
That's
that
right.
fast.
Yeah.
Although I will say I have sneezed
It's
a lot.
faster than some race cars.
Wow, that's actually cool.
So it is 160.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Damn.
sorry,
Some
what are
crazy.
we
That's high speed.
classifying race cars? Yeah.
That's
Uh,
pretty cool.
Bulls hate the color red.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Well, then how do matadors exist, bro?
Because they
They
it's
hate
the motion.
waving. Yeah,
It's
they
the-
hate
Yeah,
waving
they hate
things.
Are
assholes
you
that
saying it's all a trick?
they hate dickheads that wave towels at them and then stab them with swords.
Dickheads.
Rightfully
That's
so.
why they're mad.
I went to one bullfight and I cried.
Oh yeah, I couldn't handle it.
Aw.
Oh,
I
no.
was me and my buddy Pistol Pete were the only guys
He
there.
was so hungry the whole time.
We were cheering. We were cheering for the bull the whole time, and
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
like, "Why are you guys cheering for the bull?" I was like, "It's got no chance. Help the bull."
Yeah, it's designed for it to lose. Like that sucks.
You are correct. They react to the movement. One last question. I'll skip some other ones.
Okay,
And
okay,
then
okay.
we gotta get Frankie going.
I'm so excited.
An octopus has 9 brains.
Yes.
You already said that.
No, I said that.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got its main brain, and then each tentacle has its own brain.
Yep.
I learned that from Brando the octopus when I learned all about octopuses.
We learned a lot today. Today was a
Did
very
you learn anything, or did
Oh yeah,
you
no, I
fight
learned that
everything?
I'm right in everything by questioning everything. Don't be a sheep. Don't just listen to people that say there's a billion stars.
Gary learned by being wrong and saying, well, the internet's wrong.
Yeah.
And I will die at that stance right there. Never trust the internet. Don't trust these losers that just tell you something. It's like, okay, I'll believe it.
Yeah. Never trust anyone who's dedicated their life to science and research.
Well, then I just
Now you
can't
got it.
come on Fridays anymore because
Well,
this
no,
is
it's
where I
fun.
get all
It's-
my information
Can
from.
you imagine how boring this would be if I didn't question everything?
This is true.
Like, come on, guys. This is it's a gimmick. We're working here. We don't want to pull the curtain too far back. I do need a Frankie's. Actually, no, I don't. Ha ha.
Do we have?
I was gonna say he has the Frankies.
I have the
the
Frankie's,
faders.
and I'd love to see you play this on a piano.
Allegedly.
That would be amazing. You guys, we did another episode. That's so fun.
Another week. We
Woo!
made it through, you guys.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you so much, Cora, for coming with fun facts and trivia.
Thank
Every
you for
Friday.
thanking me all
Yeah.
the time. He's like, he gets so pumped.
the best.
Well, I mean,
There's
you
a re-
guys do.
That's
but
the
he-
reason he's here. He's our uplifting spirit.
He is really uplifting.
He's my one scientist that I'll always trust. Right there. Don't use that to your advantage. I can see your Grinch smiling right now. Like
No,
he
I was
saw
just
some
gonna
presents under the
say,
tree.
my argument was I'm not a scientist. My whole argument today was I'm not a scientist. I haven't dedicated my life to research these things.
That's
so-
my kind of scientist. That's what I'm saying. I'll get behind that all day. What a week! What a week! Look at Bugs. Look at that new banner. Eh?
I like it.
Very pumped.
very
Very
nice.
pumped. As
I like the
we got
Bugsy's
game
colors.
day tomorrow, 4:30. 13th Melon, episode 2. Be sure to join us. Brad and Sean, the gang over at Bugsy's, going to bring us some more snacks for the Bugsy's feast. Very excited.
Stop doing that.
The Oilers are going to win. They're going to do it. They're going to bring it home. It's going to be beautiful.
Yes, serious.
It means I'm serious. Bring it home, boys.
Oilers is
Don't pull Skinner. Stop doing what?
This. Stop it.
okay. Guys.
Come on.
Skinner, please help us out.
Anyone else?
Why is the
Happy
Barton
Father's Day to
Simpsons
all the
frickin-
fathers out there.
Happy Fathers. That's
Ooh.
Happy
Happy birthday to my
Father's
dad
Day.
also.
happy
Oh,
birthday
happy
to
birthday.
Dad.
This weekend.
That's
his
very
name?
good.
Gil.
Happy birthday, Gil.
They're here. Very, very nice. And again, happy birthday to Buntis.
Yes.
Same
happy
day.
birthday, Boone.
We'll see him on the stream later as we get going around 7:30 on Old Fantasy 6 on the Twitch stream. Gonna be a lot of fun. We got Ben coming in and do all the Phenom voices. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Remember, karma is oh so very, 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 very real. If you keep doing good things, they'll start happening to you. That's how this entire place was created. There's proof right here in the pudding. Be a good person. It's not a lot to ask, right? I feel like we can all agree.
It's
not
not
a lot to
science.
ask. Yeah, thank you. And our final lesson of the day, never trust science. It's all a lie. We'll be back on Monday. Right back at it. We'll have a stream.
We're leaving our viewers on.
That's it. That's it. And yeah, I guess we'll see you tomorrow during the live show.
Oh, yeah.
The Riders 13th Melon. Again, 4:30 start time there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy all the sports and enjoy all the birthdays. Just have a lot of fun. We love you guys. You take care.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Oh, I faded it back in.
Why did you do that?
I didn't know he was doing it there. See, I'm sweating.
I'm still cold.
How are you? I went up 4 degrees since we sat down.
I'm cold.